Hello there. What you got for me?
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
Doesn't sound very purged if I could just get it back.
Faro has been recovered.
Okay. Hi there. Scan it.
Elisabet, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone. Ted Faro brought Elisabet Sobeck here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
Oh, how nice. Thank you.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted. The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Defeated is a very strong word.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Evidently she did.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
I guess we're done here. When you hear what the robots can do, it starts sounding like this apocalypse could have been avoided if any scientists at Faro's company had a movie. Yeah, you would think so. If literally any of them just had like half a brain cell, then, or ever heard the phrase, you were so busy to know if you could, you never thought about if you should or not, could have all really been avoided.
This doesn't add up. Sobeck couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed this civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
My dude, I just wanted to know what your name was. Like, you didn't have to be such a dick about it. I don't know which one of these to pick. I don't want to agree with Silence, because he was a bit of a dick to us right there. But I do think the brain one is probably the best response. But I mean, like, you know, Aloy, she's pretty young compared to you, Silence. She doesn't care about learning about, at least at this moment, I don't think. She doesn't really care all that much about figuring out, like, what happened to the old ones. She grew up without a mom and wants to know what the deal with her mom is, and it's really disappointing to come this far and not get anything out of it. And that's fair. That's fair. You're being kind of a dick.
You have no idea what I've been through. How hard it's been. My whole life, I grew up not knowing who I am or where I came from, and then come the Eclipse trying to kill me just because I look like this Elisabet Sobeck woman.
And they killed the man who raised you and you found in the mountain as a baby. I already know this through your focus.
The point is, every time I take a step forward, the answers slip farther from my grasp. You just don't understand.
It's not that I don't understand, Aloy. It's that I don't care.
Fair.
If the answers keep slipping away every step you take, then you best start running to catch up. Maybe then you'll realize just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elisabet Sobeck.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Faro robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elisabet do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
I just don't care. Just straight up. That was a cold
Not so
line.
fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Silence is a cold dude. Dude, I got a lot of questions.
Is there any chance that Elisabet Sobeck could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly. An ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elisabet's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time. Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
Get absolutely destroyed. I love this back and forth between Aloy and Silence. They're just constantly roasting the other back and forth. I love it.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Okay, so the Horus is not the Cauldrons. It's like a Cauldron on legs. I couldn't remember what the Horus was. I think a Horus unit is supposed to be like the final boss of the game or something? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elisabet. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Faro robots.
But if Elisabet found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
Elisabet told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists, as a ruin. The Asuram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
Dude, I love the back and forth between Aloy and Silence. It's so good. I kind of want dodge prowess, to be honest. I feel like that would be a big... I keep getting hit by, like, Ravagers, and when we fought that one Thunderjaw, it was, like, difficult for me to actually dodge out of the way of it. I think dodge prowess would fix that. Strike from below and leader strike would be nice, but they're not really, like, necessary. I don't need them. Also, this will lead us to quiet sprint, which will be nice. Strong strike and strong strike plus would also be pretty good. Also, we have over here Tinker... We don't super need Tinker right now, but we're going to want it in the near future. Scavenger Plus would always be nice because that just means we get more stuff. Hoarder, also don't really need it because we haven't had trouble with capacity since I maxed out our capacity crafting. So we're kind of good on Hoarder. We don't need it at the moment. So I think what we will... Eventually I want to get Call Mount. That's going to end up being one of the last things we get, to be honest. Because it's like... I don't want any of Lure Call or the combat overrides. I just want Call Mount. So basically Call Mount costs 9 skill points, and I'm not willing to give 9 skill points to Call Mount right now. I think I want Dodge Prowess the most at the moment after that earlier fight with the Corrupted Ravager we had. Next might be Scavenger Plus, just to get more stuff. And then we'll see where we go from there. Got one of them power cells, very nice. So now I'm remembering the power cells, you usually find them at, like, main mission areas, because that's why you can't get the armor until later game, because I think one of the last, you need, like, right now we only have to get 2 power cells, but I think you have to get, like, 5 or 6 total to be able to get to the armor. So I'm pretty sure we can't, what was I gonna say? I'm pretty sure that, like, the second or third to last main mission is where one of the last power cells is. So, we just gotta make sure whenever we're doing main missions to always check corners and stuff to try and get the power cells. And then if we start to get really close to the end of the game and I'm like, hey, I'm missing, like, 2 of them, then I'll just look up where they are. And then we'll go get them. Alright, well, good stuff, let's go.
Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. Learning the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Man, I love playing this game and just seeing or hearing so much of, like, oh, it's called Project Zero Dawn. You know, the game is called Horizon Zero Dawn. And then the sequel is called Forbidden West. And we've had so many things come up where they talk about the Forbidden West already. Very neat stuff, very neat stuff. Let me look at crafting carry stuff again. We're good on resources. I want more potions pouch. What do I need I need a fish bone. All right, we got to start killing some fishes, chat. Yeah, I want potion stuff for sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do this while I have the rabbit bone for it. Now we need a rat bone. Okay. I'll do this even though I don't use this very much. That also needs a fish bone. Traps pouch. Yeah, I'll do a turkey skin for that, whatever. Just to like try and get them all done. You know what I mean? Just to try and complete them all. Fox bones, fish skin. Yeah, we gotta start killing more wildlife. I'm pretty sure I said that last stream too, that like, hey, we're not killing enough wildlife often enough. I can just fast travel out of here, can't I? I mean, I kind of want to see the fun way down. Hey, I'm here now. Whoop. Is this the exit right here? Looks like it is. Oh yeah, we're back where we were fighting earlier. Cool, made it out. Well, we already did everything up here at the top left, thankfully, so, you know, and we also have that to go to whenever we want to. Really good stuff. Man, 2.5 hours in stream. That did take a while going up and doing all that, but really good progress. Part of me kind of wants to go do this hunting ground and maybe even go hit up that cauldron. I'm kind of wondering what, oh, wow. Gravehorde is way over. Gravehorde is over near the Frozen Wilds. Okay, interesting. And there's the Bannock camp thing that, we have to do for a moment's peace. So we can get that side quest and do that. And we have another bandit camp over there. So we can knock out... That's a Bellowback. We can knock out a lot of stuff over here. Get another flower. Get another Bannock whatchamacallit. There are a lot of things over in this area we didn't get. A vantage, some vessels, some flowers, a bunch of campfires. There's a corruption zone here with a vantage point we need to clear out. There's still a lot to go do over in the Sacred Lands now that we have a lot more information to work off of.